Hello my dear students, welcome back. I hope you remember the things that we discussed in the last class. In the last class, we saw a royal feast and the Archduke ordering Till to make his portrait. So, in order to witness very interesting, very funny events, let's go to our text. Listen very carefully. Till quickly replied, "Your lordship's slightest wish is to me command. All the same I do feel rather unhappy about painting your lordship all by yourself. Is it not terrible to think of your lordship being lonely forever and ever? Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen, that His Highness should be accompanied at least by Her Highness, her ladies, the noble generals and captains who adorn this court? A court like this has few rivals in splendor, loveliness and chivalry. In the midst of such valor and beauty, I will make my lord and lady shine forth like the moon surrounded by lanterns." The Archduke thought that it was a good idea. "Well, my friend, your painting will be a great piece of art. What reward do you expect for it?" 100 pieces of gold. You can pay me now or later, just as you please." "Here are the 100 pieces of gold in advance," said the Archduke, giving him the gold. "My lord, you are the most generous of masters. You have filled my lamp with oil. It will forever burn in your honor." So, my dear students, what do we see here? Yes, when the Archduke expresses his wish, Till suddenly declares that whatever the Archduke wishes, that will be a command for him. He declares himself to be the most loyal servant. And he says that he will do whatever it takes to please the Archduke. But there is a concern. He feels rather unhappy to think that the Archduke will be alone in the picture. He says that it is terrible to think that His Highness the Archduke will be all alone in the picture forever and ever. Then he makes a suggestion that the Archduke must be accompanied by Her Highness, her ladies and all the other courtiers. He praises the court by saying that it has only few rivals and it is so splendid and magnificent, chivalrous. Then he says that he will make the Archduke and Her Highness shine forth like moon surrounded by lanterns. The Archduke liked this proposal and he says that okay, this painting must be a magnificent one, a splendid one. Then he asks about the money. What do you expect for this painting? He asks. And Till says that 100 pieces of gold. And he says the Archduke can pay it now or after finishing the painting. Archduke shows his generosity and gives the money as an advance. Till was very pleased and he says that I will be your loyal servant forever. Okay, you are very generous and you filled my lamp with oil and it will burn for you forever. What does that mean? Yes, Till will be the most loyal servant to the Archduke. And that is what we see in these paragraphs. And let's go to the next one. So we are going to witness very interesting, very funny events. Listen very carefully. The next day, Till asked the Archduke to allow him to see all the courtiers who were to be painted along with him. They came and saw him one by one. The first to come was the commander-in-chief of the army. He was a short, fat, bald man with an enormous paunch. He whispered in Till's ear, "When you paint my picture, remember you are to make me look handsome. If you do not make my stomach look flat, I'll have you hanged. Remember, I was once a very handsome soldier." An elderly lady came next. She had a large hump on her back. "Sir Painter," she said softly, "make me look young and beautiful. If you don't remove the hump on my back and supply what I lack in beauty, I will have you torn to pieces. A young lady who was the companion of the Duchess came in as soon as the old lady left. She was young and pretty, but had lost 3 of her front teeth in an accident. She warned Till that if in her picture she didn't see herself smiling with a perfect set of pearly teeth, she would have him cut into small bits by her lover. She pointed to the captain of the guards. Similar requests and threats continued until he had finished with the last of the courtiers. Then the Archduke sent for him and said, "My dear fellow, I want your portrait to be perfect in every detail. You are to paint all my courtiers exactly as we see them. If you leave out a mole, a pimple, or a single grey hair, I'll have you slaughtered like a pig." So my dear students, did you listen well? Good. Haven't I told you that things are going to get exciting and very interesting? Yes. And what do we see here? Yes, we see Till meeting the people who are to be painted along with the Archduke. And who was the first to come? Yes, the first to come was the commander-in-chief of the army. And what kind of a person was he? Was he a tall man? No, he was a short man, and he was bald, and he had a very large, enormous paunch. And what is an enormous paunch? A pot belly, bare belly we say, protruding belly. And this person told Till that, "My dear painter, you have to make me look very handsome in the painting. And you have to make my belly look very flat, 6-pack. Okay, and if you don't do that, I will get you hanged." Okay, so this was the thing that the commander-in-chief said. Then came an elderly lady, very aged, and she had a large hump on her back. The elderly lady said very softly, she was a very cultured one, you see. This woman, this lady said very softly that, "Mr. Painter, you have to make me look beautiful in the picture. Beautiful and young. And if you don't do that, and you have to remove my hump too. And if you don't do that, I'll get you torn into pieces." She spoke very softly. Then came another lady. She was pretty and she was young. And there was one small problem, that she didn't have 3 of her front teeth. She had lost it in an accident. And she demanded that Till must make her look very beautiful, with a very huge, beautiful smile, with pearly white teeth. And if you don't do that, I'll get you cut into small pieces by my lover. And then she pointed to the captain of the guards. Do you remember the captain of the guards? The tall, well-built, red-haired man that we see in the first part? Yes, the captain of the guards was the lover of this lady. Similar requests and threats continued until he had finished with the last of the courtiers. And finally, the Archduke summoned Till and told him, "My dear fellow, I want this painting to be perfect in every detail, and I want you to paint my courtiers just as we see them. Every mole, every pimple, every grey hair, everything must be there in its place. And if you don't make the picture perfect in every detail, what will happen then? Yes, I will get you slaughtered like a pig." Isn't it a very strange situation? And what will Till do in such a situation? Can you imagine? What will we do in such a situation? So, think, read your textbook carefully, find out the difficult words. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.